Now, we are broadcasting live on EV Mux with Radio Jonesy and Tasmania Island Live. Now, this is freaky. And I'm broadcasting over here on StreamYard on Tasmania Island Live. Has this ever happened before? Can you do two lives together at the same time on different platforms? This is unheard of. Let's have a look. I will let's have a look. Belt Loop's in, everyone's in saying hi. It's not coming up on my phone, but why not? Why not, indeed. Let me go back to here. Go back to here and it says I'm broadcasting. So let me go to comments. Says I am not broadcasting. Okie dokie. What is going on? Maybe it doesn't let you do it. Alrighty, let's have a look. I will turn that off. I will change that to there. This is just a quick test. I will go to no, it says I'm live. Welcome in, everybody. This is Radio Jonesy. And we go back to comments. There we go. Taz Live, Jonesy. Yep. What are we doing here? Let me go back to here. Am I still live over here? Now we're doing a real freaky thing, Shawnee. Jonesy's tortoises. Yes. All right. It's Mike. Good to see you, Mike. Mike is in over at Radio Jonesy. So there you go. I'm just showing that on the screen here. Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook. Welcome in, my friend. And you're on. Thank you, mate. What I've done, I've been doing 2 hours live over at Tasmania Island Live on StreamYard, and I've just and now I'm live on StreamYard on this live that's been going for coming up to 2 hours. But I've got a live happening right now on EV Mux with three wonderful people into there. And that is Radio Jonesy. It says I'm live as well at the same time. I mean, this is getting confusing. It's getting very confusing. But let's just run with it and let's just see where we lead. So I'm coming back to StreamYard over here. There's Ace. And yes, we've got 5 wonderful people on StreamYard. Thank you for sticking around. Coming over to EV Mux. Radio Jonesy has Ed. He's over at Radio Jonesy. Good on you, mate. Thanks for popping by. What happens? Okay, let's have a look at this. Welcome in. We are live, and we are definitely live here at Radio Jonesy, and there is a fantastic member of the station, the channel. Yeah, and I'm listening to myself in delay. Let me turn that down. Hey, and the number one member of the channel, Shawnee Grows. Welcome in. And the number 6 has come in. That is Ace. Good on you, Ace. Now we jump back to StreamYard. And we got 2 people at StreamYard still. So what I might do now is just cut off my StreamYard live. If you would like to come over on Radio Jonesy, like Ace has just shown there, that's where we're all hanging out. And I'd like to thank everybody who's been on StreamYard on Tasmania Island Life. I will be ending this live on StreamYard right about now. But hang on, before I end the live, I just want to do an experiment. I want to try something. a bit. No, I should. Let me just try something. Hang on. Okay. So, copy that. Now, I need a volunteer just to pop up for a short spell. And there is the wonderful Vegemite emojis coming up. That is Shawnee's Vegemite. And then up comes Ace is saying Vegemite with a star. That is the Jonesy star. Are you trying to redirect anybody? Not really. I just want to... I've been live for 2 hours already over at Tasmania Island Life. Ooh, look at that. It is Tasmania Island. And I'm live again on Tasmania Island Life. And someone is downstairs. Yep. Here we go. Welcome in. The one, the only. Let's see where this goes. I've got to fix the screen up. There we go. Any spaceship.
I didn't even have that on.
You're looking good. Now, let me just go back to StreamYard. Okay, so over in StreamYard, obviously I'm broadcasting by myself. And no, you're right. I'm not. I'm just testing out this software. So right now I'm on StreamYard with 4 wonderful people by myself. But if you flick over to Radio Jonesy, I'm here with Ed. So now this is pretty interesting. You could do some. I don't know what you could do with this, to be honest, but yeah. But my computer's handling the streaming, so I'm streaming over here, and then I'm streaming over here at the same time, and twice over here. So right now, Tasmania Island Life has got 2 lives running. Would you believe that? Would you believe that, Ed?
No. Oh, hey, you don't have to put me up there all by myself like that, man. Come on.
Look at that spaceship you're in, man.
I know. I don't even know why it's on there.
You're from outer space, but, I'm telling
you. Yeah, I know it. That is cool that you can do both of them plus have someone up on this one.
It is. And can we hear you on the other one? Hang on. I'll go back to the other one.
Let me go back to see if I go back to that live since you still got it going.
Yeah, I just can. Here we go. Because I can hear everything. Hang on. Let me go. Yeah, get off the phone. Do it on the phone. Do it on the phone. I'm live on this one as well. Do it on the phone.
I don't know if they can hear me on the other one. I doubt it.
Well, we're going to have a listen. We go. Where are we? Get out of there. It's Radio Jonesy live. Radio Jonesy, here we go. Start talking, Ed.
Start talking. Hello. Can anybody hear me on the other channel?
Start talking, Ed. Have a listen.
Can anybody hear me on the other channel? If you can, put a thumbs up in the chat. That would be awesome.
It's a bit of a loop. I keep saying. No, they can't hear you, Ed, which is interesting. Shawnee's saying here on the StreamYard with no Ed on screen. No, it's not on screen. I was wondering if the audio would come through. That's what I was wondering. Let's see, there's
Shawnee. On StreamYard, can you hear me talking to him and just not see me?
Yeah, Ed just asked, can you hear him talking to because that would have been different. You have 2 chats open on Tasmania. Yeah, I do. I have two lives going on Tasmania Island Live. This one with me and you, and the other one by myself. Now that is different. Certainly is different. Well, anyway.
Yeah, B-Boy, you can hear us on EV Mux, but on his other channel, he's trying to see if he can hear me. Anybody can hear me over there.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It looks like I'm listening to it here, and I can't hear you, Ed. I got
yes.
you on the phone.
Ace just said that you can't hear me at all on this side.
No, that was just, yeah. That's pretty. That's just pretty weird. Now let me just. What I might do now, I'll go over to StreamYard, and that test has been successful, and we can't hear over here, and I don't want to be too rude, too greedy. I will close down the StreamYard Live on Tasmania Island Life, and if you'd like to support the channel, come over to EV Mux. I'm sure you'll find me live somewhere. So check out Radio Jonesy or Tasmania Island Life. But on StreamYard, we're going to end this live now. It's been going for 2 hours and 6 minutes. So thanks everyone for coming in. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr., a.k.a. Carla. I'm trying to remember. I think that was it. My memory is terrible. I should be writing it down. But thank you. I'm just going to be closing it off right about now on StreamYard. Yes, Carl. Yep. Thank you for that. All right. My memory isn't that bad then, even though it's only been about half an hour. And thanks for dropping in. And I'm sure you'll find us live somewhere. And I really do appreciate you coming in, helping out with the watch hours. Until we meet again on the StreamYard one, let's just cut that one off, end the stream, and see what happens here. Your stream has ended. Thank you. Okay, I'll come back to EV Mux. All right, we're back. Welcome to the live. And we are live here on Radio Jonesy and Tasmania Island Live. And we have Whistle Stop Homestead as well, with the wonderful Ed, who is out in space looking at the solar system and keeping everyone safe. He is the starman, as David Bowie once said.
Yeah. No, I just have not felt like doing nothing today, but I made my dinner already, and I laid down, took a little nap, made sure I come on here, and my dinner that I just threw together came out so good.
What'd you do? What'd you get?
I took an onion and cut it up, a bell pepper, cut it up, but I took 4 pieces of pork chops that I had.
Yeah.
And I put them in the crock pot with that chicken bouillon liquid. Put the onions in it, a bunch of seasonings, let it cook, like 3 hours, 4 hours, and then took the pork chops out and threw a box of minute rice into it and let it cook. Oh my goodness, that came out so good.
Nice. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's
Last
just
night.
got a little bit of water in it though. That's makes it like almost a soup.
Okay. Well, last night we had what do you call that? Lebanese bread or the wraps. Chuck in some onions and some tomatoes and some lettuce and a bit of ground beef or mince, or we added some tomato sort of pasty sauce in with the mix and chucked them in the sandwich press. And boy, they
Oh,
come out
nice.
pretty good. Yeah, they come out real good. We're going to have to put chicken in them now. You sure can. That's the plan. I'm going to run another 2 hours over there until Devil Dog goes live. And yes, loud and clear. Thank you, Bean Boy. And Bean Boy all the way from the wonderful Philippines. Thank you for coming in. And what a hard worker that dude is, let me say. There's a member of the channel, Ace, throwing out the emojis, which you can't really see when I put them up, but that's what you got. You got the Vegemite, the Devil, the Star, and the Koala. And it's Andy. Good on you, mate. Good to see you. Welcome in, Andy, the Odd Collective, ALT. Yeah, so I was doing, I was having a chat with a really big YouTuber, Ed, and he was telling me shorts can, this, like, I know you hear this stuff all the time, but shorts can really affect your channel in negative and positives. The positives is you're going to get subscribers, and if you're chasing subscribers, that's what you want. But when you get to that level where you want to be, like at the 1K, he was suggesting you should basically stop doing shorts, because of what it does. It affects your the algorithm itself, because just say you get 100 people come in on your shorts as subscribers, and then you put out we'll just say it's 1,000 even, like you get a big chunk of subscribers coming in on shorts. Then you put out a long form video, and those chunk of 1,000, say, or 500, or however many, a handful of them will go, hey, let's go and watch his long form video. But most of them don't want it. Most of them only want that quick dopamine flick, 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 flick on the shorts reel. And so YouTube gets a message. The algorithm gets the message to say, hey, Jonesy's subscribers aren't watching his long form video, so why should we share it out further? Because even his subscribers don't want to watch it. So you get negative impressions, like it's and they just don't share you out. But when you have a small core of people who watch your long form, and you keep building that small core of long form, and that's how bigger channels become huge, is that they get the people watching, and then because they're watching, YouTube say, well, hey, this group of people are watching, let's share it out with a new group. And that's when you find new members and new subscribers, and your channels grow.
Yeah, I only have 19 shorts.
Yeah. Well, he come to me and he said he showed me all these other channels with big numbers, really. And he said, look, they've got their main content, because we had the conversation first. He said, you're doing a lot of lives now. And I said, yeah, I'm chasing watch hours for Tasmania Island Life. And he says, fair enough. He said, you're putting out a lot of shorts too. And I said, yeah. He said, you don't need your subscribers. You already got your 1K. And I said, okay, yeah, well, what do you reckon? And he goes, if you want to do shorts, and bring in people to the network, like say the 4-channel network that I'm doing. He said, start a clips channel, which is not a new channel. It's the same channel I've already had. I've just changed the brand. So now I have a channel called Radio Jonesy Clips. So in the Clips channel, and it's not monetized, like 40 subscribers and bugger all watch hours, but I will now be putting shorts on that channel, and say this little segment that we're talking now, I'll cut this out and I'll whack it on there, and there'll be a little discussion about this is what we're doing, and just say the conversation in any of your lives becomes good enough to make a video. You got the choice then to put that video on your main channel or whack it into the clips, or even make it smaller and whack it into the clips.
Oh, that's cool.
And eventually, people watching your clips will see in the in your description, if you want to watch the full video, go to this. Here's the full video, or here's the full live, or this is the Tasmania channel. This is the Radio Jonesy on Tour channel. This is the Radio Jonesy channel. This is Australian Radio Indie, the music channel. Like it'll all be there, and hopefully that will grow into even a monetized channel eventually. But anyway, that is the lesson of the week.
I never knew that, because I definitely don't need subscribers. Well, I do, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get monetized because I'm already monetized.
Yeah, well, that's what he said to me. He said, "You're already there with 3 of my channels, really." He said, "You're already there." He said, "Now you've got to focus on watch time, people coming to watch your content, because the longer you keep them watching, extra ads will drop. You'll get the extra little bit of revenue." And that was where the conversation was going. And then he branched out to show me everybody doing their clips. And, like, I don't know if you've noticed channels that do that, but usually the bigger channels will have an extra channel for...
That's good. I don't see how you do so many different channels, because, in my opinion, one channel is hard enough to try to do.
I hear you, mate, but like I used to do this every day for like 4 hours music every afternoon, 4 hours music. I'd be in here, sitting right here in this chair, talking to this microphone and just doing emails and requests and doing all this sort of stuff. Well, I've stopped that to focus on YouTube, so I've put the same amount of time back into another focus to see if that can make me as much money as I'm making doing radio. So that's where I went, and I've done that this year. And Miss Rebecca, welcome in, and it's great to see you.
Yes, hello, Rebecca.
I've been wearing your hat all winter long, let me say. It's been absolutely delightfully warm, and it's stretched over nice. It covers the ear and the back of the neck, and I've appreciated it this year more than most.
I haven't had a chance to wear mine this year because it went from 32 degrees to 80 degrees.
Wow. Yeah.
I understand why people here in Texas, why they get sick so much around this time. Because 1 minute is freezing cold, you're turning all your heaters on and all that. 2 days later, you're turning your AC back on because it's 65 degrees at nighttime instead of 30.
Yeah. Well, that'll get you sick. Yeah, well, here, mate, we've got a steady, cool temperature that's slowly warming, like 1 degree at a time. Like it's a really weird... Like, we live in a cold climate. That's the first thing. And when it's our time for summer, our Celsius is around 25, which is not... It'd be like the 70s, I'd reckon. And it's pretty mild,
Yeah. Why would YouTube put 30-minute ads in. That's just no. No
I've
wonder
been getting
people
them.
don't watch them.
Yeah, no, like that's a video. Like people have paid. If you're sponsoring like an ad, you'd really want that video to go to somebody who'd be interested in it, wouldn't you? Like it's oh, hang on, what have we done here?
Wow, Shawnee. I hope they let them do that because normally, if you hit a deer in a different state that you live, you just give up the deer to whoever wants it.
Yeah, they're pretty weird rules, eh? Mika, I wish they would play an advertisement from your country sometimes. That they have ads in the last 90 minutes. Unbelievable. I can't handle those, but yeah, I there's a new. I'm going to try to record it. There's a new ad campaign for America. The American Tourist Bureau is advertising in Australia for us to go over there. So you should see the ad that they've done. It's a pretty cool ad, but it's only just started. So there's a bit of an ad program happening as we speak. So with the Australians trying to go to the US, which is pretty cool. You know, strange that most Americans want to come out here. Really, is what you sort of think about.
I would love to come out there.
Yeah. Well, it's a huge country like America. We got the same sort of land mass, but with only like 25 million people. So there's a lot of barren, like in the middle of it, in the middle of the main island, like the middle of Australia. It's basically a desert. You know, there's nothing much there.
Right.
Where am I doing here? Come on. I'm trying to do something behind the scenes. Click that. Click that.
Hold on, I gotta listen to this.
Yeah.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, and I was going to say, what have you been up to this week? But I'm assuming it's
Unknown caller.
been a lot of work. Oop. Sometimes when I watch channels, they have ads for 30 minutes.
I can't go to that. It's weird. We're a volunteer fire department.
Yeah.
Our captain does not want us to go to anything that's medical. It has to be a fire or a crash, and that's it. He doesn't want you helping out the ambulance services or nothing. And that's what that was about. Someone fell. They need assistance and to be able to get into the house. But he's like, do not go to those or you will be kicked off. So I'm about ready. I think tomorrow I'm going to take my entire uniform or protective gear and just take it back to the fire department. I don't want to work with someone that doesn't want to help except for just certain things.
Is that for insurance or is it any particular reason?
He's older and he doesn't want to do it. You know, he doesn't want anybody else to do it.
Hey, Kenneth, welcome in. Good to see you.
Hey, Kenneth.
Yeah, it's unusual, isn't it? Like, over here we've got the volunteer firefighters as well. In the city here, we've got the proper fire brigade, and even, you know, to be in the fire brigade, you obviously got to live so close to the fire station to have that job because you got to get there when required. But the professionals or the permanents, they usually live there. You know, like they sleep inside the fire station when they're on shift. You know.
Right.
if they're doing the night shift and there's no jobs on, but as a volunteer firefighter, the different country rural towns have got their own little, like similar to what you're talking about, I'm assuming. And then you've got the like the people that come out to storm damage. They fix roofs. There's this sort of like another community aspect group that every area has. And if you're in need, you give them a call, and for whatever reason. But hey, I've it's and like I've who hasn't done a lot? Everyone does something for your local community. Like my wife helps out at a local thrift store, like a big church shop, and she's down there volunteering her hours. Well, it's funny how things work because she's down there so much. They said to her, "Listen, we might need you to come down on days. We'll if you fill out, put your application in, and we'll make you permanent for a few days a week." So she's going to work there as a permanent, plus come down and help out, when she's not there, supposed to be working. She just she just enjoys the company of the other ladies there.
Right. Jonesy, I'm going to jump down.
You're right, mate. Thanks for popping up.
I gotta take my doggy out and all that, but you may have to kick me off here. I can't remember how to do it.
Sure thing, mate. It's just like this. I'll see you soon. See you, mate. There we go. Oh, remove. There we go. That was quick. Don't muck around with me. But yeah, no, it's always good to help your local community in one way or another. And it definitely, most people do assist in little ways. Like, what about the huge pine trees down near the beach? I've got some videos. If you'll see a few of my channels. If I go down to the beach, which I haven't been down there for a couple of months, to be honest. Haven't stopped down there anyway. I've been past. I've been sitting in the car, but this weather's been terrible. But the sun is starting to come out again. It is looking lovely outside, and they've cut down the Norfolk pine trees because the council said a few of the trees were losing a few of the branches, and they were dropping from. There were huge trees dropping from a great height, and they were worried that that is coming into tourist season, people will get injured and hurt. So the decision was made by the local government to cut these trees down, and they were over 100 years old. They were planted there over 100 years ago. And there's more trees all over the place. The similar trees are further down on the other beach, but they're saying the foot traffic isn't as much where those trees are, but I don't see them dropping. I was down there filming in a big storm last year. I was down on the beach filming this rough weather, and the beach, massive. I heard this crack, and I turned around, and this massive branch just fell from the tree, and it was just hitting other branches as it come down. And I thought, my car is over there. I thought, oh, wow, this is going to be an insurance job. But it missed everything. I have 2 pine trees in my front yard that died last year. I don't know why. Some kind of disease. I was so saddened. They were beautiful. Pine trees are great. You can't grow nothing underneath them, but the pine needles, when they come down, they I don't know what they disperse in the soil, but the grass doesn't grow. We've got a big pine tree just up the back here, next door. Excuse me, on the fence line. And my neighbour said he's going to be cutting that down, and I said, well, I'll take some of that firewood off your hands, if you're not going to use it. He said, mate, you can have a lot if you want it. So he's been cutting down branches at a time. and it's opened up the view for a part of his house. He gets in winter, that tree takes all the sun in his property, and that's why he wants to get rid of it, because it does get cool here. And if you can minimize, you appreciate the sun more and more and more. We don't need shade trees. Here we need direct sun, because the direct sun is absolutely wonderful. Like my little courtyard out the back here, at say from around this time now, which is around 10:38, sun's sort of, there's the clouds in the sky at the moment, but the sun sort of hits here, and then till about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a lovely place to be, and because of our back hill, our backyard goes up really steep. When the westerly winds come, we don't get them because they get blocked out by the hill, or if they do come, they go over the top of us. And so we've got a sort of like a lovely little warm courtyard, and that could be one of the reasons why our little flowering garden is flowering so nicely. But it is sad to see, like, somebody's work from 100 years ago planted these trees to make the beach look beautiful, and they get to become so big and so dangerous in a way, I suppose they were saying. And there's like an argument too, like if you go on the local Facebook page here, that the argument is it's absolutely wonderful or it's absolutely terrible. There's the people that say it's wonderful, it's opened up spaces. Like from our house now, we can see more of the beach, more of the sand, because the trees were obviously blocking the view. But they were lovely to look at, especially from a distance. But we've got these other trees that aren't native trees either, that are growing. They're like little shrubby trees down there. I might go down and make a video of the whole beachfront now, how it's changed. But and just show the difference. Because on a lot of my drive videos, you'll see me driving along the beachfront, and these beautiful looking Norfolk pine trees are absolutely beautiful. Got the blue circle of death. Don't do nothing silly. Let me have a look. Norfolk pines. Here we go. Norfolk pines, Burnie, Tasmania, and Norfolk pines. The Norfolk pine trees have been defined Burnie's CBD waterfront for years, have now been cut down. The Burnie Council has voted in September to remove the trees following growing concerns about public safety and the declining condition of the aging pines. Well, there you go. That's straight off Google. Let's go to the images. Norfolk pine trees. No, I was hoping there'd be a local story there. They are beautiful trees, the Norfolk pines. Iconic trees removed from waterfront. Let me go. How does this one go full screen? Visit. Okay. Okie dokie. That doesn't really show you too much. Norfolk pine trees here. Stream and we see this. We got 7 wonderful people in. Welcome in. Everybody, and we'll just work backwards. Welcome in, Henry, Leslie, Vermont. The handles over here. For whatever reason, Radio Jonesy gets the handles. Here in Oklahoma, they are trying to get rid of cedar trees because they are so flammable. Yeah, I'd believe it. There is, look at this, here we go. Just like that, weather with your postcode, and up comes the weather conditions for Northfield. Are cloudy with temperatures of 32. It is 0 Celsius. Ooh, that's a bit chilly. We know those temperatures here, but the wind is blowing from the south at 3 miles an hour, and the humidity 76%. And Ace, when you're over here at Radio Jonesy, you type the word radio, and what happens? Nightbot will drop your link. But if we we'll just jump over to here and we'll go share the screen. Let's hope this works on the aging computer. Go to there. Because with and we'll get rid of Nightbot. And there's a picture of these aging trees. Sort of cut down in lengths for the truck. Down here you'll see the Norfolk pines lined Burnie's waterfront have been cut down following safety concerns and declining tree health. Burnie City Council voted in September to remove the 5 aging pine trees. An arborist found that they were under stress. One was posing a moderate risk to the public. Councillor Ken Dorsey said the decision was difficult but necessary, citing liability and safety concerns. Locals have expressed mixed feelings, while the council says the replacement trees will be considered in the future foreshore plans. And that is, the trees there. But let's look at the comments here. Bob Brown should have taken the site for an expert opinion on the trees. Yeah, Bob Brown is a Green, very staunch Green member. Was a member of Parliament, but isn't no more. How much betting they won't replace? They'll be just more car parking spaces. And car parking, what the heck is that? Well, as you can see, it's very hit and miss. People love them or they hate them. I hope the trees will be replaced. Comments like that. Tasmania loves cutting down trees. It's in the blood, I fear. You know what I mean? You just keep going. It goes on and on and on. What have we got here? Look at that. There we go. There's a picture. Is that picture coming up? Let me have a look. It is coming up. Wonderful. There is a picture of the foreshore as we see it now. And along where these cars were parked this way, up here, there were the 5 trees. And these little trees here, they are full of bird life. There is little flowers in these trees. They're pretty cool, but that's the new view of the beach without the pine trees there. Let me see if I can. Oh, look at that. You can see this little dark spot over here. That is where one of the trees was, and there is the electric car charging places, and the birds used to land in these Norfolk pines and definitely do some nasty business. But there we go. How could you say that's not a better view now? Says the person who posted the photo. And if you're sitting in there, honestly, if you're sitting, this is in an apartment block. This picture, this guy is in an apartment block. That's his view of the beach. And of course, he's got a beautiful view of the beach now with them trees gone. But it does look nice. It still looks nice. There we go. That is the Burnie. That's my local beach. Yeah, it is a cool beach too, let me say. I love that place. I just don't get it. I have to start going back down there more often than I've been doing. Yeah, so let me try something here. I wonder why it didn't come in the studio. See what happens when I do this. Okay. All right, now we do this. This is playing with EV Mux. I've sort of... Okay. Now chat box. Do I enlarge that or not? Size of comments. Here we go. That's much better. And then we'll say make that clear. Background. Okay, just playing with the old EV Mux. We'll just leave that like that. And then we'll say thank you for that. And then, gotta get rid of that. Come on, go away. Layers. Comments. All right, we'll go back to the comments. I'll catch up on that. Where were we at? Okay, that was me, Kay, talking about her pine trees. Henry, yep. And here we go. Let's just jump in here. Mike is going in for the weather. And why did the chat disappear? Okay. The chat disappeared as soon as I'd done that. Oh, the CV Mux. Let me have a look. Layers. CV Mux. Oh, chat box. Here we go. Okay. Oh, come on, come back. Why does that? Anyway. I gotta go. Oh, it's there. And that's there. Okay, but it's not on top. So I've got to put those layers. Okay, so I've got to... Because they're layers... There we go. I'll just go there for now. that is the local time. There you go. And the chat is coming on the live as well. All right, we'll leave that running like that. Now I will get back to the chat. Okay. Okay, weather for Hinton. Conditions are clear. Temperature is balmy, 18 Celsius, which is 65. It is blowing from the north at 8 miles an hour. Humidity is 37%. That sounds quite nice. And here is Henry Leslie Vermont. Please check out the channel. There's the link, and good old radio works. And what have we got? We got Mr. Missable to Job Weather USA. Let's see where they are. And the weather for winters is sunny. Oh, look at that. 20 Celsius, 68. That is perfect. Wind is blowing from the south-southeast at 3 miles an hour. The current humidity, 69%. And look who's in. It is the man with the most. Quentin Nelson, he's in over at Tasmania Island Live. Good on you, mate. You're a member of the channel. You're there by yourself by the look of it. Broadcasting on Radio Jonesy as well, Quint. But he is, there you go, a member of the channel. And I do appreciate you there, brother. Thanks for dropping by. It is sad and understandable about the trees. Yeah, definitely. But there are more around this local area. And here comes Rebecca. She's hitting us up. What's the weather like for Rebecca? In Hallsville. Did I get that right? I need new glasses, let me tell you. Hallsville, conditions are clear. Temperature is 18 Celsius, which is 64. And the wind is blowing from the north-northwest at 4 miles an hour. Humidity 52%. That is lovely. It is a nice place to live, Mike. I will never regret moving to this location a few years back. We come here for quite a retirement lifestyle, and there is lots of things to do and see down here, let me say. We are still live. Our host will be right back. Yep, sorry about that. I am back. Host is lost in the chat. Yes. I have lost. And here is Ace. Let's see. I reckon it's hot and sweaty, Ace. What do you got? Ace has for Morrilton. It is clear. Temperatures of 73, which is 23 Celsius. That is like our summer temperatures, to be honest. The wind is blowing from the south-southwest at 8 miles an hour, and it's 72% humidity. That sounds like a lovely time you're having there, Ace. Oh, well, that's Nightbot. Weather is a little off. It's not sunny. It's cloudy. Yep. Let me, wonder if it works for me. Let me see if I can do it directly from EV Max. I'm still waiting on the sheriff to meet Mark. The butcher is only open for 1 more hour. Clock is ticking. That's no good, Shawnee. And sure enough, Tasmania did it, but it doesn't work on Tasmania. It only works here at Radio Jonesy. And at Radio Jonesy, it is, let's have a look. Conditions are cloudy, which, yeah, I'm looking at the clouds, with a temperature of 55, which is 13. A beautiful, balmy spring day. Wind is blowing from the north-northwest at 10 miles an hour, and the humidity is 80%. Well, we are looking forward to summer, let me say that. We are definitely looking forward to summer. And yeah, let me just get rid of that. And here we go. We are in. I don't know if it works over there, Quint, on Tasmania's channel. You got to come over to Radio Jonesy's channel. I'm dual. I'm broadcasting twice. But let me. Comments. $505. What is it? 01. Oh, here he is. He's already here. You beat me to the mark. I was trying to. There we go. Look at that. There's a whole help. Weather. Oh, that's Bernie. Oh, sorry about that. Is obviously Quint, member of the Tasmania Island Life channel. Good on you, mate. And we're all putting in the weather for Quint. And what do we get? Weather for Fort Dodge. What a lovely name of a place. Conditions are clear at 48, which is 9 Celsius. Wind is blowing from the north-northwest at 9 miles an hour. And the humidity is 57. So you're a little bit cool there, Quint. But you'd love Tasmania. Tasmania Island Life. Fort Dodge. Yeah, there we go. We're doing it twice. And looky. Quint's just become a member of Radio Jonesy. Thanks, mate. Much appreciation. And if I did have, let me have a look here. What have I got? I've sort of got, I'm very unorganized, Quint. Let's go to, which one are we doing? Is it number 1? Should we press that? We come back to here and we go.
Yeah. Come on in, take a seat, don't be shy. It's Radio Jonesy, Jonesy. Turn it up, let the good times roll. Right here, right now, we're on a stroll. Yo. Radio Jonesy, the place to be. Where the laughs and the stories set you free. Conversation flowing. Can be found right. Yeah, this is the spot. Good times together, we got a lot. Join the channel, you'll see what I mean. Radio Jonesy, so hit that tune. Radio Jonesy, we're a happy crowd. Jonesy. Radio Jonesy, we're flying high.
Thanks, Quint. Welcome to the family, brother. And thanks very much. I found the buttons. I like this one. rather cool. Yeah, thanks, mate. That's when you really get into the AI music, you could get a basic song, and you could actually. I wrote that one because people are spelling Jonesy wrong all the time, and when I do the live and someone says Jonesy's wrong, I put that one on. And it's got the JONESY like emphasized, but like I've been playing with AI for a bit. And I've been enjoying, enjoying the different styles of music. I'll play about a minute of the rock song. Like, this is me, 100%. This is when I go out to see bands. This is when I play. This is when I do my thing. It's always this style of music. And this is what I enjoy. And it's coming up, I hope.
Jose, turn it up. Kick in the static, let the signal roar. Jones is talking, you want more. No scripts, no suits, just raw and loud. Say it like it is, stand out from the crowd. Midnight rants, or that morning blast. You blink and boom, the moments pass. Every combo hits like a runaway train. Truth and a mic running through your brain. Yeah, fire up the feed, let the people know this ain't your average radio show. Oh, radio show, yeah. Voice of the loud and the free. From the basement to the stars, we're breaking chains, not playing parts. Out of radio shows, oh, the real ones come to be. Turn it up, don't touch that dial. It's truth with grit and a rebel smile. Opinions clash, the sparks will fly, but it's all respect on the other side. No echo chamber, no fake facade, just real connection, and that's the night. You bring your thoughts, we light the match. 1,000 minds, a million paths. It's chaos, it's calm, it's talk that bites. And Jones, he's leading through the night. No gimmicks, no mask, no fake applause, just soul to soul and a little bit raw.
And it keeps going on for about another 2 minutes, so I'll just stop it there. But yeah, that's the rock version, and that is me all over. Like, if we put a band back to anywhere and get it together, yeah, I would get everyone to learn that track, and we would release it. I reckon. I quite enjoyed that one, but like, and in playing with all that sort of music, I'd like to mix it up a bit, because you don't want to be, like when you're going for a nice Sunday drive and you're on the Tasmania Island Life channel and you're just cruising around. Just looking at the water, the beach, the mountains.
Rolling down the coast where the wild winds blow. Mountains in the mirror, rivers down below. From Hobart Town to Davenport skies, every road's a ribbon where the beauty lies.
That's what this one is.
It's Tasmania, island dreams come alive. Turn the key, feel the freedom drive from the
Happy birthday.
Coffee in a small town, locals say hey. Stories in the sunlight, driftwood in the bay. You on valley greens and cradle snow white. Every stop's a postcard, every mile feels right. It's Tasmania, where the journey's the prize. Every road's got a spark in its eyes. From the wild to the calm, from day to night, we're living that Tasmania island life. Fog rolls in on a mountain bend.
Hey, Rev.
Sun breaks through, here we go again. Cameras are rolling, the world's in frame. Island heart, Tasmania name.
Anyway, this one goes on for a bit.
Yeah, Tasmania, where the soul takes flight, chasing views in the golden light. From Bruni shores to the edge of the bight, we're living that Tasmania island life. So come along for the ride, feel the wind so free.
Ed.
Every mile's a story.
Okay, we'll stop that one there. Ed, write yourself some lyrics. Tell me what you want to base your song on and how you want your song, and I'll see what I can do for you. I'm extremely busy, Ed. But you're a member of the channel, I think. Are you a member? Or maybe you're not a member. But you're a good friend. Well, that's what you Ed. I'm a member of your channel. That's right. I knew there was a connection there. Oh. This week I am buying a chair. Let me say that. I am over this garden furniture. My daughter, who should buy her own chair, come in and said, "Dad, can I borrow your chair?" And borrow means take. Yes, Ed, tell me what you want. You just put a few phrases together. And Reverend Dream, good to see you. And thanks for dropping by. And a few phrases like building your house where your parents once lived. I don't know, something, like. And I'll get the stuff working. Building a tiny house where the family home once was. This is Ed on the whistle stop. I don't know. I'll work it out. Come and join the journey, Watch the channel grow. We're here for you. I don't know. We'll work it out. Just some whatever you see there. See, look, see the Jonesy written there right at the end there. Can you see that? Can you see that? All right, this is the whole reason. That's the whole reason this song exists.
Yeah. Come on in, take a seat, don't be shy. It's Radio Jonesy, Jonesy. Turn it up, let the good times roll. Right here, right now, we're on a stroll. Radio Jonesy, the place to be. Where the laughs and the stories set you free. Yeah. Conversation flowing, fun all around. This is where the good vibes can be found. Right here, right now, yeah, this is the spot. Good times together, we've got a lot. Join the channel, you'll see what I mean. Radio Jonesy. Jonesy, we're flying high.
There we go. Jonesy. That is for you, Ed. That's the whole reason that I wrote that song. The whole reason I wrote that song was, it's not just Ed, it's other people, but the Jonesy gets all sort of, I know that's voice to text, but yeah, it was irking me. And then I thought, you know what? Every time someone does it and I'm live, I'm going to play that song. Voice to text. I love voice to text. It doesn't understand my accent either. Write down what you know. Write down the first it will flow. I've got over 70. Good on you, mate. Definitely. It's and it is an enjoyable and as well, you need to know what sort of, you know, like my radio station intro. My radio station intro is in the mixing desk here. And this is sort of an intro where you go, hey, 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 you're on Radio Jonesy. Welcome to the show. On today's show, we're going to be talking to Whistle Stop, Reverend Dream, Mike, and Mr. and Mrs. Walter A. Job Jr. right here, right now on Radio Jonesy. And yeah, if you want to do more, but that is intro music. If you want a song, but Tim Mitchell, good to see you in, my friend. Autocorrect messes with my typing. Oh, I hate that on my phone. Absolutely hate that. I type something exactly what I want, and then you post it, and then you look at it, and you go, what the? And then you got to go back and try to fix it, or give them a reason why the next post is the way it is. And hey, Tim, welcome in, my friend, and good to see you. And another valued member of the channel, that is Tim Mitchell. Good on you, mate. Hope everything's going well for you. Rebecca, touched by yarn. I am still here, and I really do appreciate you, Rebecca. And let me say, your 2 beanies or whatever, hats, whatever you want to call them things, you've got a special name for them. I call them beanies. I don't know what other people call them, but in the cold air of I was out working at night the other night, and it got below 0, and I had to wear a hard hat. So I'm wearing this hard hat, but underneath the hard hat I've got your lovely beanie on. It's keeping my ears warm, my back of my neck warm, and I was thinking of you all of that night, to be honest. I was thinking of how you going, because I haven't seen you for a while. And I was just thinking, I really do appreciate the work that you did, because this is really keeping me warm. Autocorrect is my nemesis. How true. There's Gary in the YouTube police saying hi to everybody. Rebecca's coming back with a hello. Mrs. Sammy wore your hat live on football the other night, and the lady there wanted one. So Mrs. Tammy gave her your channel, sister. Awesome. And there we go with the that is the eyes, and the eyes have it. They certainly do. Geez, they go quick. So EV Mux is pretty cool, really. It's got all these little, little things. You probably could keep them up a bit longer. Oh, broken-hearted. That one's pretty cool. Anyway. Enabling. All right. That's enough silly buggers. Let's go back to the comments. And thanks again, everybody. I've been chasing watch time on Tasmania Island Live. I've got one lovely person over there right now watching. I spent 2 hours on that live this morning. I already done a live on that channel. I've got about 540 odd watch hours to go to 4K, and I am looking forward to getting there. And once I do get there, I'll be clicking that button for some ad revenue. And I was showing earlier on, like, honestly, I've got some, I have some wonderful videos on Tasmania Island Live. One's got 15,000 views. The cruise shipping season's starting up very soon, and I've got some plans for that because I think a lot of those views are from the cruise ships when they come in. So when cruise ships are coming in, they're looking up the city. What can I do in the city? I'm assuming that people are looking for. And they're seeing my drive around the town sort of video, and I'm going to do a few little videos in that sort of vein to capture the cruising crowd and hopefully, be monetized by the time that happens. And, let's see how that works. Mickey, I love my hats from Rebecca. I'm wearing them this winter. They are fabulous, let me say. And looking at a few things on the sticker board. And Reverend Dream says, so do we. I think the whole world does. And they're, like, I don't know how many you sent to Australia, but I reckon I'm the only one you sent them to Tasmania. And thank you, Shawnee. Yeah. Let me go here. Yeah, I reckon I'm the only one in Australia with the special homemade Miss Rebecca hat, beanie, whatever you want to call it. And this is where I do the little clicking a few buttons here behind the scenes. And I apologize in advance if anyone gets a Hey, I wonder why the live I set up to go live, scheduled, is not live, and it's because on my content it says the live at 5 that I put the thumbnail up with the lovely lady walking on the beach. It says that one's not running, but who knows? I don't know. YouTube's a funny place. That's why we're all here. No, I'm still there. Done a refresh. All right. I'll worry about that at a later date. Okay, check. I usually do that 1 hour into the live. I'm 23 minutes late. If I do a 2 hour live, I like to start it off with no ads, and then I'll click the monetization for the second half. It's just a thing I do. That way people don't get bombarded when they first come in. But, yeah, here we go. So, Rebecca, I'm using my own screen microphone. Nice. It just amazes me how many people have the things I have made. I feel so blessed. I'll tell you what, Miss Rebecca, we feel so blessed. Top of this head does, let me tell you that. There's no air up there. There's a little bit on the sides, but up the top, when it's cold outside, you know what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a hat, and especially one from the wonderful Miss Rebecca. I had a hat made for me 4 years ago. I do believe I have another one that was sent to me. Frigging awesome hat. Yep. You have a talent there, Rebecca, and it is a talent for patience, I suppose. You just sit there and do them time and time again. What's up, Mitchell? Says Ed. Last camera came in today. Oh, sorry about that. Talking about cameras. There we go. Camera number 2. It's up on the roof. We'll stick with that one for a bit. Looking at the lovely Persian rug that the lovely Mrs. Radio was going to toss because it had a few dirty marks on it. Took it out the back, gave it a bit of a scrub with the brush, a bit of laundry liquid, and hosed her off, hung her on the clothesline, and now it's in the Radio Jonesy studio. Rebecca, it's us that have been fortunate enough to receive one of your hats and are blessed. Exactly what I was saying. Mine is soft and warm. They are absolutely lovely. And Mike is coming. I was just wondering if you all have a lot of body shops in town, because living so close to the ocean and the salt causes body shops on the cars, you mean? Yeah, well, the rust is pretty good. My car is not that bad. But like when the wind comes from the east, it's blowing towards the house, on our windows that look towards the ocean, we get salt on the windows. So yeah, salt. Yeah, that is one of the curses of living close to the ocean. But I would rather live close to the ocean with the salt. But I reckon where it's cold and they use salt on the road to melt the snow, I think they get it worse. They get it worse than anyone living on the beach. And like if you wash your car once a week, you're pretty well good. And if you go driving on the sand and the surf, if you're crazy enough to do that, you got to wash it straight away. You got to hose it off. I used to do a lot of beach driving back where I used to live. I had a nice 4-wheel drive, and we'd go happily down Stockton Beach, which was like a 20-mile beach, and you could drive in the water, you could drive on the sand dunes, depending on how good your truck or your 4-wheel drive was. Mine was an Isuzu. It was a Holden Isuzu for like a truck. It was we call them a ute. I love that truck. It got sold when I went to America last time. Mark got a tag. I'm coming down to the comments. Nice camera switch. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Well, you just got to connect them to the computer, and they're definitely They're definitely there. Here we go. Sheriff gave Mark a tag. He's heading to a buddy's to gut the deer. Just sounds disgusting. Won't make it to the butcher in time. Have to hold the deer here till 10 a.m. It's 44 right now. It will be 27 Fahrenheit tonight. I don't know what he wants to do. I reckon that's 27 Fahrenheit. That's pretty cool. It's just like a fridge, isn't it? 44, what's that? That's about 10 or something, is it? Anyway, if you when you're a butcher and you kill a cow, and you it's best not to slice and dice until it's hung for a few days in a cool room. Really, is what we used to do. But I don't do that anymore. I am past that in my life. I just don't like to see things die anymore. I don't know. It must be a thing for when you get older. I just hate it. I really do. I hate it with a passion. Even like wallabies on the road. We see talking about roadkill, wallabies are on the road. I'd pass one every kilometre, or one every mile. There'd be a dead one somewhere. And when I come home from my night shift the other day, they are for sale. Go to my post section and you'll be able to see them. Okay. Nice work. Should be able to give you a 5-star rating, Miss Rebecca, somehow. I hope it works out for you, Shawnee. Says Mr. and Mrs. Walter, a job. Walk-in coolers are set at 38 to 40 degrees. Yeah. Six to -2. You should be pretty cool there, Shawnee. That should be not a problem. Yep, the price you pay for hitting wildlife. Bloody dear. We whinge about wallabies and kangaroos. Yep. Freezers are at 0 to -10. Yeah, I don't know. Is it like I've lost both of my parents. Like they've left, waiting for me to visit them again one day. I'm assuming, I'm hoping, but it is like my first job. Where I grew up in a country town. My father and grandfather had the butcher shop, so we're in a railway town. So it was you either worked on a farm, you worked on the railway, or you had a business, and basically I was told, it's time to start your apprenticeship. We'll get you down the shop, that sort of thing, or we'll stick you with another shop. Is basically what they did. So because they didn't want to be I don't know what it is, like teaching me bad habits or good habits. I don't know. But definitely, definitely, I did it. I like it was just part of life, like animals, like animals are grown for consumption. It's just the way of the world and the way things are. You don't buy chicken you buy chicken from a supermarket, but it's being grown for consumption and then processed. Same as pork, same as beef, same as I don't know. You just see it in a supermarket as a packet, don't you? You see it as a consumable item that you just buy that's nicely and neatly packaged, but it's the part that gets to the package. It's sort of, I don't know, I just had enough, and I just said, I'm not doing this. I'm just not doing it. And I broke the family shop sort of bond there. We decided, no, I've had enough. I'm not going to be doing that. So we just didn't do it. And even if I had we had chickens, when I was a young boy and I was a little fella, like a toddler or a 2-year-old, up to, I could still, to about 6 or whatever. I used to have a lamb called Snowy. Right. Every year, Snowy disappeared. And then another Snowy arrived. Every year. Another one come back. Another one disappeared. And as a kid, you don't really think too much about it. You go, oh, yeah. And to have a pet lamb, like you put a collar on him, you drag him around the yard, they get attached to you, they push against you, they nudge you, what lambs are like. They'll headbutt you, they put their head down and they just rub against you. And it's like having a dog, I had this, every year I had a Snowy. And not many kids, I suppose not many kids can say they've had a pet lamb. But, when I knew what was going on, I was heartbroken. When I finally realised what was happening, I could not believe that was going on. So, I'm sort of past all that now. But, hey, it's the way of the world. Who am I to say? Good on you, mate. No worries. I'll catch you on Eddie's live and yours later in the day. You look after the birthday girl there. And we will see you soon, Gary. No worries. But it's, I don't know. Maybe, Shawnee. I got to get a better computer. I know that. But that is the idea, Shawnee, to do it like a live like this and cut up the different segments, the different stories. And you can like he said, you can put a choice. You got a choice. You can put that out as a video on your main content because you've done the live and then you've cut that into a video. Or you can move it to another channel which is called The Clips, where my idea for The Clips is what he described to me, is that like the cars, the Porsches and the driving around town, he said, clip that little section out and whack that in there and then, direct people that watch that one to see the full video over at Tasmania Island Live. And then just say you do an interview, like I got interviews with musicians over on Australian Radio Indie, which I really don't utilise much these days. It's still getting views. It's holding at about 700 watch hours. It's gaining, like people are watching the videos, the music videos, but at one stage that was up to 3,000 watch hours. And that's at 700 odd subscribers, that channel. But he said, clip out the interview, don't play the music, play 15 seconds or whatever, and then he was describing, and that's your passion, your music. He was saying, do some interviews with some musicians and play 15 seconds of the song and cut it. 15 seconds and give them get a second song, give that 15 seconds, and then discuss the song itself. And he said that way YouTube won't put a claim in on the 15 seconds, but they dropped my watch hours. Okay. I'm hearing a lot of this lately. My, you got your 360-day cycle. Everyone sort of understands that. And then like Tasmania Island Life now is starting to lose small watch hours, because when I first started that channel, there wasn't no big hit video. It was all pretty much small for a while. So I'll get it there safely over the next month or so, and then I'll be in. But my Radio Jonesy channel, man, I had a video with a huge amount of subscribers and like 1,000 watch hours. And when that's come around, that's in action right now. So every day I'm losing like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 every day is coming off with that 1,000. So doing the lives is helping to offset it a little, but I am coming backwards. On tour with Radio Jonesy, that is my first channel that I got monetized. That is down to watch hours wise, 1,800 watch hours. It is still monetized because as long as you're putting content out, they do not take it off you. So if anyone tells you that once you're under 4,000K, you'll stop being monetized, that is incorrect. You can keep going and do what you need to do. They do it once a year. Yeah, it's on a cycle, mate, 365 days. So whatever you made at this time last year, you lose it tonight. And the cycle goes on. So it is an interesting way of looking at it. Like, my advice to anybody wanting to be YouTube and get monetized is to push hard with the watch hours, with the lives and videos. Just keep pumping them out. You got to do it within that 12-month cycle. Some people get lucky. Other people get stuck in a yo-yo, like the yo-yo of, I've just made 50 watch hours or 30 watch hours. I've just lost 100 watch hours. Okay, I've just made 60 watch hours. I just lost 10 watch hours. And you're up and down like a bloody yo-yo. Break time is over. Back to getting the new camera up. See you at the DDs. Thanks, Tim, and thanks again for being a wonderful member and a fabulous supporter of the channel. I do appreciate you, and thanks again for dropping by, and I will see you over there. We'll be doing a job. We've got to go somewhere, me and the lovely wife. We'll get that done, but we'll be having it on the phone and watching and making a couple of comments. I do lives 7 days a week. I would love to do lives 7 days a week if I was at home full time. I've just got too involved with I tried to retire. When I do retire, this is what I will be doing a bit more of. I love the networking. I love the talking. I love the community that you get to meet and the different people and different walks of life, like Reverend Dream, like wonderful hearing your raspy voice and hearing your stories and you saying the good word and listening to everything that you do. It is absolutely wonderful, like, to be connected. I would have, like if we walked down the street, I probably would have said g'day to you and walked past you. But, if you see someone in the street, but now it's like I know you, like it's funny how you how people connect. Like this young lady here, Shawnee Grays. Honestly, I was sort of connected in just chatting, and then when we were chasing the watch hours, I started talking to her and trying to help her and guide her in different ways to help her channel grow. And then I said, you know what, I'm going to get this other channel, which is Radio Jonesy, the one we're on right here. And I said, I want to get this one monetized. And then I said, well, let's do a challenge. Like I'm going to see how many watch hours you can get this week. I'm going to try to beat you. And then we called it the Great Race to the 4K. So we helped each other. We pushed each other along. And sure enough, we're both there now. And it is, I call it the starting line. Some people say it's the finish line. Once you get to the 4K and 1K and you're monetized, it's where it all starts. You've got to work out, are you doing it for fun? Are you trying to make a couple of dollars to pay a couple of bills? Are you going to get lucky by just jagging a video or getting a live done? And anyway, I'm just enjoying I've worked in radio for a long time, so I enjoy the content. I enjoy this way of connecting with people. Like, look at the technology now. You can sit I've got this aging computer right here, some piece of work. It needs to be put to the side, and I need to retire it to the electronic graveyard. But it's still working. That's the thing. It gets me. I don't know. I'm one of those guys who rides the pony until it's gone. And I will get a new computer. I will get a new chair relatively soon, probably this week. I am sick of leaning forward on this chair because I can't sit back because it's absolutely, yes, it's absolutely terrible. And you're welcome, Reverend Dream. And yeah, mate, you hear it, and you connect with so many. Like, how many Tasmanians have you connected with? A couple? One or two? There's a few out here. We got 500,000 Tasmanians live on the island. And let me say, Tasmania is part of God's paradise. Let me say, it is pristine air, clean water. I keep saying it all the time. Beautiful, beautiful destinations, and sparsely populated. There's so much virgin land that's never been walked. Like there's mountainous regions that nobody goes. It's a fabulous place, and you've only got to go to YouTube to see the content. You go to YouTube and do Tasmania. Everyone says what a wonderful place it is. I'm amazed. I'm surprised. Wow, how good is it? Like everybody says it. I now have 1,123 subscribers. And Shawnee, just for that, congratulations. You are a bit of a little legend, a pocket rocket, and a dynamo. So, Shawnee Grows, you deserve the... You may... Oh. You probably deserve these as well. And thinking of Jerry today too. I hope Jerry is well. I hope he's getting better where he went yesterday. I'm making money to buy more seeds and plants. Good for you, Shawnee. After being on TV is more just after being on TV, this is more just fun. It's like making a dime. It's a blessing. Yeah, mate, I'm the same way. Like, I didn't come here to think I'm gonna, get a second job. I come here to I get a goal. I'm very goal driven. So someone said to me, you could do it. Maybe you could do it. My kid said you could never do it. And man, I said, well, you do it. And one of the youngest ones said, I will. I will. And she hasn't done it. And she says it's too hard. And I've got 3 of them monetized now. So it's not like you're making a fortune either. But it does come in handy. Let me say, I've been blessed by a couple of fabulous super chats. And let me say, they paid a bill or two, as well as the ad revenue, as well as the memberships. And the memberships I'll be sending out some stuff for the members. It will be, I'll be improving the service. I've sent out, where is Ed? Ed's there somewhere, but I've sent out some stuff to Ed. I just hope it gets there. I'm sick of saying that, to be honest, because I've sent probably half of the stuff I've sent out arrived. But that is just, yeah, mate, there's a lot of good Tasmanians down here. And this island's like a big country town. Everyone talks to each other. Everyone helps each other. Younger people talk to you with respect. They respect the elders. Yeah, of course you're going to have a few rat bags and a few loose cannons, a few kids off the rails. There's a few adults off the rails as well. And in our city, we have what do they call it? It's a Salvation Army has set up a homeless shelter. So everyone on the island who's homeless and caused grief or is having issues or dramas or problems comes to our town, our city, to be looked after and cared for. And if they fail the drug and alcohol test that they get put on, like, they can go there if they're going to try to help themselves. But if they fail the test, guess what happens? They kick them out. They put them on the street, and they've moved them from wherever part of the island to our part of the island, and they're on the street here. So we do get a few problems on the streets here, but it's sort of getting looked at, and they're trying to rectify that system by moving that refuge inland a bit onto a farm. So gives them, like a bit of work, a bit of something to do, gardening and growing vegetables, and learning how to drive tractors and all that sort of stuff. Would love to visit your country. Sounds like Arkansas. It certainly does. I've been to Arkansas, and I can say, as soon as I was in Arkansas, I said, this is like Tasmania inland, because we've got so much, being an island, we've obviously got lots of beaches, and the oceans are everywhere. But you can go inland as well. But Arkansas is a lovely place. Well, that's the very first thing I thought when I was in Arkansas was how much this looks like Tasmania, with the wilderness and the rivers and the valleys and the dams, the creeks. Where does it go when it doesn't arrive? I got a couple come back. I used to not say to send it back. When you fill the post out and it says, if it doesn't arrive, return to sender. Well, I've done that now, and I've actually got a couple of them that has come back. This was one that I'm glad it come back, because check this out. This was sent out to somebody, and I'll be sending it away again. But check that out. It's a Tasmanian devil. Oh, that's God. There's no sun either. It's cloudy. There we go. That says Tasmania, and it's the shape of the island. And these went all the way to America and back again. And these also. But anyway. It was just, yeah, anyway, I digress. Yeah, and I did like my time in the States. Yeah, send us, I'm assuming you've got an email there somewhere, have you? Reverend Dream. I could send you a card, a Christmas card, a postcard, a sticker. I could send you something. That's a postcard of Tasmania. It's got a Tasmanian tiger, which are supposed to be extinct, but I still believe there's a few around. Got a few cards, stickers. I've sent stuff around. I do like that coin. That coin is basically, it's just a souvenir coin, but it's Radio Jonesy #1. Radio Jonesy 1 at Gmail. Yeah. Did that work? Yeah, Radio Jonesy 1 at gmail.com. Yeah, send us an email, name and address. I'd like to send you a Christmas card, a postcard, a sticker, or whatever I can find in the little cabinet. Good evening, everyone. I'll be listening while making fajita. Well, I'll be coming to a close in about 4 minutes. Janet Potter, so thanks for coming in. We'll be all jumping in over to Devil Dogs Live in about 4 minutes. So, yeah, that is the email. If anyone would like a sticker, a Radio Jonesy sticker, just send me an address. And I'd love to post you a sticker and a card. It costs it's very inexpensive. A sticker and a card is very inexpensive. I could do that for you, anybody who would like one. But then I'll be watching replay later. If you do watch a replay later, Janet, Tasmania Island Life is looking for watch hours. So if you want to listen to me waffle a bit over there in Tasmania Island Life is the channel for a replay. Radio Jonesy doesn't need the watch hours. He just needs friends. I'm just a lonely old soul sitting here in this studio out in the back of the property. And I've got my couple of guitars and drums and my flags of... That's the Australian Navy flag. The Merchant Seaman's flag. Australian ships all use the red one. Wherever it is. That one there is the flag of Tasmania. And there is the Star Spangled Banner. There's the... that one there is the one from Devil Dog. Sent me the flag of the Marines. Love myself a good flag. I got band posters and all sorts of stuff hanging around. Okay, 3 minutes left. This will stop automatically. I did start a couple of minutes late, but yeah, thank you for that. I do appreciate you, but there is no need, only if you get enjoyment out of it. Don't put yourself through the pain. But if you want to listen to some conversation, definitely have a go and have a listen. Watch hours there at Life in Tasmania. That is the handle. Life in Tas. That is Tasmania Island Life. And the rain is coming down here, Miss Shawnee. Oh, man. It's not supposed to rain today. It said cloudy. That's all it said. Oh, well, plants getting watered. There'll be no whippersnippering of the long grass on the hills this afternoon, because that is a slippery spot. I'll have to put my football boots on with the cleats. We sure do. It's raining right now. Oh, excuse me. Willikers, come out wherever you are. Camera. Hey, there's the Tasmanian Devils. Look at that. Look at the size of him. I have to go get the Victor. It's in the rain. It is time for lunch. It's just gone midday. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Devil Dog is now live. If I switch cameras, I'll give you very hard to see the rain, but it is raining. There's the Victor sitting in the rain. I better rescue that before it rusts. There's the little garden. It's flowering away. It's all wet down there. And the rain just keeps coming. Our power, Tasmania's power supply. Tasmania's power supply is hydro. We got that much. Dig it, brother. Yeah, good on you, mate. Thanks. Yes, flick us an email, and I would love to send you something. Thank you, Mike. I really do appreciate your support in all of my content. I always love the comments and the little emojis that you put in there. So I do appreciate you. So hit us up with an email. I'd like to send you something, by the way. The more I send out, it's got to get there. All right. So thanks again, everyone. This is Radio Jonesy. Until we meet again on the next live, the next video. Thanks, everyone, for their support. It is an honor and a privilege to be in your lounge room, your telephone, your computer, wherever you're watching. Thank you very much. And let's all pop in over at Devil Dogs to say hi. And until we meet again, let's rock on with some Radio Jonesy rock theme song as we finish this wonderful live.
Josie, turn it up. Kick in the static, let the signal roar. Josie's talking, you want more. No scripts, no suits, just raw and loud. Say it like it is, stand out from the crowd. Midnight rant, so that morning blast, you blink and boom. the moments pass. Every combo hits like a runaway train. Truth and a mic running through your brain. Yeah, fire up the feed, let the people know this ain't your average radio show.